Previously on Ballz.co.za.
Meatloaf, I'd lie for you and that's the truth. Sorry.
And that's the truth.
He's a big guy, you don't want to interrupt him.
Come, Darren, how many times have you played that song over the years?
Yeah, I always get caught by that last part. All right, so Johnny thinks Emma Heard's Twitter handle is Emma Heardski.
Isn't it, Dan?
Emma Heard Sky. She works at Sky Shop.
Yeah, she responded. She said she loved the interview.
Yeah, always good to chat to them. Nice and relaxed. And if you missed it, Emma Heard chatting to us on Ballz a little earlier on about the Oscar Pistorius trial and the fact that she's been here for 7 years, eh?
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah. Plus, we also had a chat to who earlier on, Johnny?
Darren, we chatted to, first up was...
Prof. Tim Noakes.
Prof. Tim Noakes, yes.
You want to hear what he had to say now? Were they directly having a go at him and his philosophy, or just in general about a high protein?
No,
See,
no.
I think that they are obviously aware of his philosophy, and they were pointing out that meat and cheese and protein leads to cancer. So,
Please.
But again, it's an associate type of trial, and what he said was so true, is that they can't base it on the amount of people that...
Is there
it's not a proper trial.
Is there an appeal or anything going on here?
they're reviewing a decision.
Uh-oh.
Oh, sherbet.
Got this. Wait.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you. Is he out?
Please say no. Vern survives. There we go. Well, that's what Mohammed Seedat just tweeted.
Yeah, I think this... Yeah,
He wasn't
they
holding the
survived.
bat when his thumb was hit.
Oh, that was a big decision, I think, in the Ashes in 2005. Remember when Australia almost won that game and there was a hook shot, but the hand came off the bat,
Yeah.
hit his hand. And technically that's not out,
Yeah.
but they didn't have referrals in those days. Hardus Viljoen, did we drag you away from the cricket?
Definitely not, Darren. I think having to play cricket every day, I think you appreciate the time you actually get away.
Oh, come on, but this is tense.
This is something different. We've been playing indoor soccer as training and
Oh, really?
working in the indoors. So for now, I think, look, it's getting tense now with 2:59 for 8 with 15 overs left. I think it's the right time now to look at Test cricket or to have a watch on TV. And yeah, this is why people say they don't want to watch 5-day cricket because it's too long. But I mean, if you watch for this and you can see this type of result that needs to take place, it's worth it.
Well, if we hold on for this one, it'll be a nice psychological up yours to the Aussies.
Definitely. I see Dale Steyn having a few words there with Mitchell Johnson.
Are
So, yeah.
are these Australians still having a full go?
See, there the umpire's jumping in now.
Oh,
They're
really?
all, yeah. Check it out.
Serious.
They're all having a
Blix
go
him,
there.
Dale. Just blix him. How do you guys keep your composure? Because I promise you, hand to head, bowled by Patterson a little earlier to Vern. Lots of sledging. I think Fuff was sworn at about 15 times. You see, I would just walk up to the oak and blix him.
Look, I've had a bit of a fallout, as everyone knows. Me and Mr. Farhan Bardeen,
Yeah.
we enjoy playing hard against one another. But if you get a ban of giving the guy sledging and stuff, you have to keep your composure because you never know what might happen. Some of these guys might miss another game, or you never know what's going to happen. So I think staying composed and the main thing for them now is to worry about winning the game. I think this is also a technical thing from Australia to try and get the concentration away from batting the overs out. So that's more of their game plan as I can think.
Yeah.
And they know Dale's a feisty character, so he is going to bite a bit and he's not going to back down. So I think that's why they're actually coming hard at Dale at the moment.
But as a bowler, though, you like to be able to be in this position on the last day of a test match because you know you're not going to get it back any other time soon. So you can just come very hard at the batsman.
Well, that's exactly what I was thinking now when you said that is if you're batting last, that's why bowlers tend to say more because they know it's still a while until you play them again.
Yeah.
But I think Dale's like an elephant. He's got a good memory.
Yeah.
So he'll keep that in the bag for when they play them again. And I think that's going to be a bit of a fierce rivalry against him and Patterson after this test.
But the only thing is, it's such a long time again before we play them again, and it's you just again you don't want to, because you know what's going to happen if we do lose these next time. I mean, we got panned in the India test for not having a go when Dale was there and just like batting out the draw.
Yeah.
Now we need him to do that. And, you don't want it to go wrong again.
Yeah, well, you never know what the game plans are, what the coach has told him what to do. But with his experience and with all the guys' experience in the change room, I think they've got clear plans how to approach this today and how to go about things. So I think their minds are clear of how to go about things now.
Are you? I know you said you had words with Farhan, but are you generally like Morne Morkel? As much as he's been very aggressive in the series, more aggressive than we've seen him before, still doesn't really say much to the batsman. He can bowl as quick as Mitch Johnson. He was getting them up above 150 a few times, putting a few batsmen through the ringer as well. Doesn't say. Are you more in that mold or?
No, I think I'm the Dale Steyn type. I'm not shy of giving a word. But I think it's to choose the appropriate time to give that word. Like the West Indies back in the day when they had that massive bowling attack, I spoke to our bowling coach, Gordon Parsons, and he said the guys only gave you a look. They never said anything.
Yeah, they didn't have to.
Yeah, and he said one of the West Indians, he was batting, so he drove him through the covers. Still want to see Gordon Parsons drive a ball through the covers, but yeah. And he said the bowler just looked at him and he made a cross on his forehead. And he says he knew exactly what's the next ball that's
ball was coming right there.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
When does sledging, in your opinion, when does it go too far? Because I look at these guys over here, and you don't need to be a rocket scientist to pick up kind of what they're saying to one another. When does it go too far for you, do you think?
Look, the rule is, I might be wrong, but as far as I know, is as soon as it gets personal towards a player or anything in that type of a line that affects a player personally, then about swearing and going that way. But I've spoken to a few guys that say, or that's played international cricket, on their level it's not about getting personal. It's about getting to a guy's head.
Yeah.
He has to think about what he's doing wrong or what might happen so he's going to lose his place. Especially with David Warner that plays so freely. Before this test, as far as I know, the guys always say to him, keep on playing your game because you're going to chuck it away, and now you're going to cost the team runs. So he gets back in his box. He doesn't play his normal game, and he keeps on thinking if he chucks it away, it's a freebie for South Africa that got his wicket. So then he starts playing inside himself, and that's when guys normally chuck their wickets because they can't play within themselves or their normal game.
Yeah.
And that's more how the international guys go, is getting into the guys' heads.
Because you look at someone like Jacques, and if I don't think they even bothered to sledge him because it just seemed like he just blocked it out.
There's some guys that don't bother.
It doesn't
like
affect you.
Hashim, they don't really bother.
Hashim.
Look, I think it's different to different batters, and they pick it up very quickly. Who you can see takes it in and who doesn't take it in. Like Cullis he was around for a very, very long time. So I don't think there's anything new that he's going to hear that he hasn't heard in his whole career.
Yeah.
But a guy like Hashim as well, he's one awesome character and a player as he is, and he switches off.
Yeah.
He gets in his bubble and he plays his own game, and the guys can see it. I think it just takes a few tests or normal games against a guy like that where they can see, but he's not budging at all.
Body language.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Clark and Steyn that were having some words. So Michael Clark has actually turned out to be a little bit of a rubbish on this tour as well. Apparently he said things. Because you look at him and you kind of think he's one of the guys that doesn't really say much. But really, he's also said a few things, like to Faf and people like that.
Yeah, look, I think it also comes from the previous test in Australia. We're exactly in the same boat as we were in the test in Australia. So I think it's more of a... Look, Michael Clark can say a lot now. He scored his 100 against us.
Yeah.
So he feels that he has something to say. I don't know him as a person or as a character, but I mean, we could keep his eye on the game the whole time. And like he will back up the keepers and all the other guys, part of the sledging, to try and put the guy off his game. So he will have a lot to say because he needs to step in as a senior guy in that team for the other guys to follow him.
But you can kind of gauge what sort of person he is because he was unfortunate enough to get caught out by the stump mic in Australia with Anderson. And I mean, when your captain's saying that kind of stuff to opposition, I put it this way, I can't imagine Graham like bad-mouthing or swearing at someone on the field. I mean, he might drop one or two words in their ear, but I can't imagine him actually with a potty mouth.
Look,
Graham
Have I
can
got it
say-
wrong?
Graham can say a few
yeah,
words.
look, we'll never know. He's in the slips. He's next to the keeper. The keeper's the main guy that
Yeah.
that they get to normally give a word. And what I picked up now is when they were busy sledging Dale, they weren't close to any stump marks. They were in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah.
So they can see when's the appropriate time to make comments and put it like that.
I'm surprised they're bowling the quicks here because they've just brought Patterson on, so they managed to get Johnson off. He's got to take a few overs, so we probably only see Johnson one more time, so they'll probably have to deal with him once. I'm surprised they're not bowling Nathan Lyon from the other end, though, because this is an ideal scenario where, I'm asking a fast bowler if they should bowl a spinner, like is ever going to say yes to that. But this ideal scenario is around the bat. It must be turning a little bit. Get Lyon there, because, one pops up or whatever. Surely it's got to be a little easier facing the quicks here, because you can take a position there where you can try to count out LBW if you get far down the track, take a few on the body if you have to. Don't play shots. With a spinner, if you got to play a shot, you got to play a shot.
Look, I only see there's 13 overs left. I don't know how many overs have gone, because the massive thing I think why they're bowling the seamers now is because the ball probably started to reverse a bit.
Yeah.
And that's why they're bowling the seamers, and they feel again tail enders or the lower order of the batters, they tend to play spin a lot better. And now I think that's why they're bowling seamers, because the ball's reversing. So if it's difficult for the top order to play the reverse swing, I saw AB miss one that missed the Ballz just by, I think they said it was like 3 millimeters or something.
Yeah.
If he struggles to play reverse swing and you don't know how to go about it, then I think it can start getting difficult to play the shots. And I think that's why they're playing the fast bowlers at the moment.
I see Clark and Steyn have made up a little pat with each other on the in the end of the over.
A little handshake there.
No, man. Don't ruin it all now. Don't make it like WWE where it's all an act. Hate that. Hardus Viljoen from the BizHub Highveld Lions with us. When do you guys get playing again?
We're actually supposed to play tomorrow, but I think we'll rather have a swimming gala.
You're not going to play. You won't play for next week.
Yeah.
Because this range until next Thursday.
Yeah, I saw they put up massive tents there, so I think that's for the people that's going to support us next to the side. And they've got massive blowers on to try and get the wicket dry, but you never know with this weather. I think
So you might still play?
We might, depends on how the wicket turned out to look like. But we all said when we got to the field today, to see the Wanderers, there's water lying on the field. And Wanderers are one of the best draining fields in the country or in the world. And the water's not draining anymore. So that's a lot of water that we received in the past week.
Well, I was supposed to have a game at the Wanderers this morning, a game of golf, and the course is closed.
On the cricket course.
But they do that a lot of the time when they know that you want to play.
Close the course. I think it's the other way around, Mr. Scott.
The course is closed, Mr. Hill. So it's going to be until next Thursday. I didn't even bother trying to book golf this weekend. I was looking forward to maybe popping in a copper leaf, but nah. Now, somebody's listening to us right now in Reunion.
Yes, that's right.
Who is that? Your fiance, your wife, your girlfriend?
No, that's
all
a
three of them.
Girlfriend for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's listening from out there.
Girlfriend for now. What are you gonna?
No. It's just we're seeing how things are going. We don't want to rush anything.
No, but just clarify, because it might be making her nervous as well. The for now part, does that mean that she might be ex soon, or that you might change it to fiance?
No. We'll probably change it to fiance, but not very quickly.
All right. So just clarify.
Yeah.
When's your next reunion?
Our next reunion. Shibbit. I don't know. That's a bit confidential.
What's her name?
Yes.
Her name's CJ Yonk.
CJ.
Yeah.
Nice.
You had to think about that for a second.
No, but her normal name's actually Geraldine, and her surname is Yonk, so they
CJ.
just shorten it to CJ.
Nice.
There we go. It's nice.
Yeah.
Wasn't there CJ in Baywatch?
It was Pamela Anderson.
Was
She was
CJ?
Yeah.
There we go.
She was also, never mind.
Okay.
She was DJ in another video.
Stop it. Anyway, CJ, hi there from Joburg, where it's rainy and wet. It's probably sunny where you are at the moment. From Hardus, who's here. And she, what does she do? What is she doing there? Just holiday or work?
She's a Bulls babe.
She's
when
one of
she
the
doesn't
Bulls
work,
babes.
Yes.
Okay.
So when she doesn't dance, or let's rather say if she doesn't work, she dances. So it's quite difficult for me to play for the Lions and have a missus that dances for the Bulls babes. So you never know who to support. And I've got like a photo where she's standing in a Lions cap, and her followers weren't very happy on wearing for her wearing a Lions cap. 'Cause
There
they
she
didn't know.
is. Okay, we go. Put a picture up here. Can we put a picture of her up? That's very small. Here it is. Geraldine Jonk. Some photographs of her doing her Bulls babe thing. Very, very nice, Hardus. Eh? Very
Yeah, I think I've got a good
You've
taste
done well.
in me.
How did you
Yeah.
meet
Well.
Hardus?
Loftus.
No, not at Loftus. Look, they say when you go in sports at Loftus, you never know if you're going to walk out there by yourself or what. We actually met at an engagement party.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Very nice. Well, hello, CJ. Hope you have a good time. So, all the Bulls babes, they're doing a promotion or something.
I don't know about now. I think she'll be she'll be dancing this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who are the Bulls playing?
Blue.
The
no,
Blues.
Blues,
They're
yeah,
playing the
Blues.
Blues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing the Blues.
All right. Hardus is here. Now 6 overs and 3 balls. Dale Steyn facing Shane Watson.
And very cool to get some behind-the-scenes info from Hardus at what happens at like the Champions League and what the guys say to each other and who the big dicks are. Turns out there are a lot of them.
Yeah, there are quite a few by the sounds of things. Can you share the Tommy Tsolakile story with David Warner? Was
Yeah.
it, you
We're busy with a SAA camp tour, call it what you want, try series with Australia and India when they were here. So David Warner kept on sledging Tommy Tsolakile while he was on his 100 and that type of thing.
Yeah.
And then suddenly when David Warner had to come out and bat after I think it was about 3-4 overs, Tommy said, "Come you little bush pig, you have to start batting now." And David Warner wasn't very happy about that, so he stopped the game and it was just umpires going around and just chaos.
Yeah. He's
calling me a
Someone called
bush
him a
pig.
bush pig.
Bush pig.
I don't think I'd be called a flakvark for something. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Tweet in here from Geraldine Jonk. Just tweeted about 22 minutes ago during our chat with Nick. Such a proud moment listening to my boy Hardus Viljoen. You can follow him at Hardus_Vilj, VILJ, on Ballz Radio, all the way from Reunion Island. Hi guys, now back to work for her. So there she's.
Glad she's working. That's
She's
all.
not listening anymore, so you can say stuff about it. You can podcast Nick Mallet and all that stuff on that we've done today on balls.co.za. Also, if you missed Pete Bielefeld yesterday, podcast that as well. The most amazing, fascinating discussion about Oscar and just stuff around the trial and also stuff that wasn't related to the trial. Go and podcast that at balls.co.za. What kind of speed you bowl? I know you guys bowl at different, you got to kind of look at the track and see before you just go in there and start slinging them down. But what kind of speeds are you getting up to at the moment?
At the moment, we're busy with 4-day cricket, so there's no speed guns involved and those type of things. But I think when your adrenaline's pumping, especially me, when I get into it and you just get something that fires you up, I think in the Sunfoil series or the 4-day series, I can go up above 140s.
Okay.
Pro 20 is much different. It's high intensity, especially when we were in India. Those wickets were the wicket that we played on in Jaipur was one of the quickest wickets.
Yeah.
And we got a few deliveries on that said 150.
Wow.
And the average was about 145, 147.
Is that when it leaves the hand?
I don't know how those speed guns work. Sometimes the guys, they're not happy with the speed guns because all of us thought, they're cranking it up in Australia because of Mitchell Johnson bowling 150s. But when he got you, he actually did bowl 150.
Yeah.
So you never know when they're accurate or not. But you tend to bowl a lot quicker in Pro 20s because you've only got a limited of overs. One-day cricket is more or less the same. But it's funny enough, what I felt is in Pro 20, your body is just as sore as on the 4th day after the morning when you get up.
It's just so high intense.
Yeah, the intensity is so much higher in Pro 20 that you don't actually think it takes that much out of you.
I would rather face Mitch Johnson at 150 than Morne Morkel at 150 because Mitch Johnson's more of a slinger. He slings it in, whereas Morne comes from that height and he digs it in.
Yeah, Morne gets a lot of bounce. I think that's the thing that makes him a lot more dangerous.
It's easier to get out of a way of someone that's maybe coming more towards you than one that's coming up at you.
Look, I think both bowlers has their own benefits. With Mitchell Johnson, I found it like he skids it off the wicket, where Morne actually digs it into the wicket. So if you get a softer wicket where the wicket's a bit more moist and stuff, Morne will do he will do well, but he won't get that effectiveness out of the wicket as what I will think is, because he's gonna get sea movement, but he won't get that pace off because the ball will stick in the wicket, where Mitchell bowls a much more skiddier ball, so the ball will still come on a bit quicker. But look, if the ball leaves your hand at 150, you're picking the ball up through the air.
Yeah.
So 150 stays 150.
Doesn't
My
matter where.
opinion,
It doesn't matter where you are at that point. Simon,
Yes, Darren?
I thought you were about to ask something.
Oh, no. I was just wanted to comment on that, because if you look at how Johnson bowled at Centurion, I know Morne can bang it in, but geez, Johnson, when he's on form, he knows how to. He's quick, but he also knows how to direct them. I mean, take Centurion for example. I mean, that was absolutely perfect.
Look, I think that's what he worked on in the off season when he was supposed to come to this SAA camp where we played the Tri Series. I think that's what he actually went to go work on. Because if you go look at his past 2-3 years, he didn't actually bowl as accurate as he's doing now. He did bowl 144, 145s, but he didn't bowl as accurate.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's worked on, and his skills and a lot of power to get through his overs. I mean, his bowling is something in 20 overs now today. He bowled 39, I think, in the first innings, or their first innings that they bowled, or something in the 30s. And for him still to be able to run in and bowl 140 plus, that's a massive thing. Your body needs to be conditioned in the perfect way.
20 minutes or 36 balls to go, 265 for 8.
5 overs and 3 balls. So
They're
how
reviewing a
long-
decision at the moment. They're
my
appealing for
goodness.
LBW, but I think it's going down leg.
How many? That means
Yeah,
they'll
going
lose
down
their
leg.
last review, eh?
That's going down leg.
So that's their last review
No,
gone.
they've got 2 reviews left, so they'll lose one
Okay.
here.
So they'll lose one, yeah.
Who's reviewing? Us or them?
No,
They're
they're reviewing.
reviewing.
Okay. Didn't they review the Philander court behind as well?
Yeah,
Oh,
so yeah, if they did review that one, the reviews are done.
But they didn't review it.
Who reviewed that?
No, they did. When I just got you, we saw the review.
Didn't we review that?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay. Anyway, we'll see now. They'll put it up there. So going down leg. So we survive another one. 5 overs in 20. How many minutes now? 20?
20 minutes or 36 balls to go, right?
36
Yeah.
balls in 20 minutes. Will they get anything more in? They won't, eh? Look, the batters will just take their time. They'll make sure that there are no more than 36 balls. So someone will go down or pull a hammy or something like
You
that.
need a
Well, Dale's already
Gulambodi.
done that.
Call for gloves.
Yeah, you need a Gulambodi at the wicket now with this decision.
Who was that? Who was that West Indian wicketkeeper that did that in a test? I think it was against us, trying to play for time. Was it Dinesh Ramden?
Yes, I'm not sure, Darren.
I think he did that, yeah, as well. There was a lot of unhappiness about it. So let's get the rugby predictions from Hardus.
Okay.
Games this weekend.
All right. On the 7th of March, the first game of the weekend, the Hurricanes against the Brumbies.
I'll go with the Hurricanes there.
All right. The Reds against the Cheetahs in Brisbane.
In Brisbane.
Brisbane.
No, I'll have to back the Reds there.
Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
used to the Rebels, so
I don't know. That might be a surprise. I think the Reds will win, but if there could be a surprise, that might just be one. You know what the Cheetahs are like.
yeah.
Everyone's saying, they're nowhere, and they'll go into Brisbane and go and club them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think you're right
I
on
just
the.
think the Reds might be a bit too strong on their home ground
Yeah.
for the Cheetahs there.
Okay, Crusaders up against Stormers.
Oh, please, only one winner.
Well, the Crusaders have lost 2.
Oh, please.
Well, if they played like they played against the Lions, the Stormers, there's no chance. So, Crusaders in Christchurch, Crusaders.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the big one of the weekend, the Force up against the Rebels.
Oh, please. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, who cares about that?
Who
I think
cares?
we can pass there.
All right. Bulls Blues, Pretoria.
Bulls home ground advantage. I think Bulls.
Okay. Last game of the weekend, Sharks
I
against
disagree
the
there, by the way. I think
Lions.
the Blues will beat them at Loftus.
Blues are going to win.
Sharks against
Lions.
the.
Come on now.
I'll go with my own team, the Lions.
No,
Yeah.
but why? You can't just throw it out by heart.
Well,
You've gotta use some-
the Stormers played with all their Springboks in the team, and so are the Sharks. They're also going to be playing with all their Springboks. Sometimes when you're too comfortable of your game, I think that's where things can go a bit pear-shaped.
Yeah, but you forget the Lions have also got all their Springboks there as well.
I actually saw the Lions, the A side, sitting on the pavilion the other night when they won against the Stormers. They was clapping on the stands there. Actually asking Derek, where were you? But I forgot he just got his cheekbone off.
I can't see any other winner there other than the Sharks. They gave them 50 in the preseason. They're going to do something like that again.
Yeah, but
Oh, no.
you have to go.
No,
with
what,
your
no, Simon,
18.
don't do that now.
Yeah,
Sorry,
looks
Dale's out.
Dale's out, yeah.
Dale's out.
He's out.
Mm-hmm.
Bold.
Ah, jeez. Are they giving him a big send-off?
Bold.
Yeah.
Harris.
All right, so listen, so Mornay can hold a bat. So how many overs left? 5. So 4 overs and something. All right, let's
Really tough.
let's thank Hardus because I think we want to watch the last 4 overs here. Thanks a lot for coming in, buddy.
Thanks,
for having me,
Hardus. Thanks so
Daniel.
much for
Thanks
coming.
you
Thanks,
guys.
mate.
Yeah, nice to see
Yeah.
you again. Good luck with everything, and look forward to seeing you in this midst sometime in the near future.
Yeah, let's just do all the little things right and the big things will look after themselves.
Fantastic. Hardus Viljoen from the Bizhub Highveld Lions joining us here at Ballz Radio.
Ballz.co.za